is a coastal municipality in the province of Bataan, a large cove at the southern tip of the Bataan Peninsula. It is adjacent to Manila Bay to the east and West Philippine Sea to the west. It is composed of 15,920 hectares of land area, the third biggest municipality in terms of the land area. It has 18 barangays, where Biaan is the biggest and San Carlos is the smallest. Moving towards urbanization, the Manila Bay Bridge is going to be a new asset of growth here in our province. We conduct research and studies in the community of Mariveles in order to know how we can adapt to the urban growth. Here are the results of our survey. For current occupation, here are the field our respondents come from, with 16% in education, training, and library occupation. As per their location, we make sure to get representative in each barangay in order to know their situations and get their participation in the study conducted.
In the scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being the safest and 1 as unsafe, 50% of the respondents chose 4, which is close to the safest. In the scale of 1 to 5, respondents were asked to rate the facilities in their community, with 5 being the functional and 1 being practical. 40%, which is the highest, chose 3, which means that they feel impartial about it. In the scale of 1 to 5, with 5 being often and 1 as rarely, respondents are asked how often the municipality of Mariveles conducts events. The majority, which is 52%, answered 3. That indicates that the town hosts minor amounts of events yearly. In this question, the respondents are asked what major problems in their community they are facing. The majority, which consists of 24 respondents, declared that they are facing traffic congestion and narrow sidewalks.
72% of the respondents has a family member who have been affected of the said problems. Road is the most selected area and or the facilities in the community that needs improvement. The main mode of transportation is through public tricycle. The foremost pressing transportation issue is the availability of parking, maintenance of existing road, congestion of local roadways, and lastly, the construction and roadworks. Horticulture and agriculture is the most commercial establishment that the user think would be appropriate to propose within the community.
About the leisure area that respondents want to have is the wellness center with 54%. Based on the survey about our health facility, we need to focus on having a rehabilitation center with 86%. About the cultural facility suggestion, most of the community suggest to have a library with 74%. Most of the suggestions about the solution for the road network and structure problems is about widening of streets with 76%. Most of the respondents suggest the drainage system redevelopment in Mariveles with 70%.
In this question, most of the respondents' family skills and workmanship are in the construction line and in engineering, so they can contribute to the project since their field of work are related. They can give their suggestions since they already have experience and proper knowledge of construction. According to the respondents, Mariveles Bataan is known as the industrial center of Bataan since different companies have massive manufacturing business for export like quality bags, shoes, and more. It offers a lot of job opportunities. It is also known as a tourist destination for its breathtaking views and travel areas like mountains and beaches. According to the respondents' recommendation for the urban planning of the community in relation to the Manila Bay Bridge, which will be the new focus of growth in the province, the following are the respondents' suggestions. Build various amusement parks and improve some areas in Mariveles, as well as consider restaurants who serve specialty dishes in the said municipality. The development of parking areas for public and private vehicles, the railway system for transportation, traffic congestions, more hospitals and other related facilities, a modified garbage site that is specialized in a modern way of segregating and recycling garbage, road maintenance and public safety, road widening, outdoor activities for the people and also establish buildings for livelihood, facilities which promote farm to table, strict implementation of ecological policies, street signages, hotels, and low-cost housing.
We divide the municipality into 4 main categories. The Upper Mariveles, to build. The Manila Bay Bridge was spanning onto this region. The Upper Mariveles will move into building phase, where business and commerce will flourish, a strategic location to boost the economic and tourism of the municipality. Lower Mariveles, to improve. Based on the result, this is where the industrial, commercial, and road networks are to improve for the betterment of experience and to give good vistas. Tourism area, to develop. From mountains to islands, architectural elements can be incorporated to improve the vistas and navigation of the tourist, to promote the cultures, living, and history of the community. The conservation area, to protect the environment, forest, and the wildlife, as well as to conduct programs that will help preserve our site. Here are the existing roads in our municipality. We also promote new roads in the San Carlos located at Lower Mariveles and a monorail system from the TESDA up to the zone area to cater the workers and the. For the general, we propose to widen the streets to incorporate trees and have a safer pedestrian access for the people, specifically in the barangay of San Carlos. A zigzag road widening, as this will give a safer and less congestions, as two main points to access the Lower Mariveles via zigzag or in Barangay Sisiman. We also propose that we will have a slope stabilization system for the zigzag road development. For the road hierarchy is to have a specific access to different vehicles. We also promote to encourage more pedestrian, followed by cycling, to mass transportation, and lastly, to cars or private vehicles. To build parking space, we place a vertical parking to have lesser building footprint yet having to cater huge number of needs. For the proper road maintenance is to have a regular testing and checking of this road. And for the monorail system, to ease the traffic and congestion within the site. Also, overpass to have a safer crossing for the user as this is proposed on the part of San Carlos. And a walkable city to close some of the busiest road in San Carlos and transform it to pedestrian access while proposing new network for the vehicles to gather along the site. We also propose Mariveles to have a safer and cleaner street design, all for cleaner walls, lighting at night, to reduce speed, to have a defined separate access between pedestrian and vehicles, and to have a bicycle access for the people. For the fire service, it is to redesign facilities that encourage the prevalent architecture in the community. Also, to ensure the availability of water supply sources, maintain an adequate road width for the firefighting, to zoning different areas based on their use, and lastly, to establish safety areas between facilities such as setbacks, firewalls, and buffer. For the flooding solutions, trees can act as shading as well as to help filter the waste and to give provisions for the placement of stormwater and wastewater collectors. Natural filtration systems such as vise whale and rain garden can be incorporated in the green park of the roads. With the rainwater garden, we can achieve a responsive design while serving its purpose in the utility aspects.
In the following section are the proposed structures that are contemplated to be fit for the Upper Mariveles while considering the to-be-built Manila Bay Bridge. The first and second are under the category of leisure and recreation. First is the proposed theme park located at Asuncion, which will encourage tourism from the neighboring provinces of Bataan. Such venture will impose an economic heightening and will lead to thousands of people landing jobs, and in the future will lead the way to more development of infrastructures, and in turn will put the surrounding properties at a high value. Second is the proposed shopping center in Asuncion. With the Manila Bay Bridge in mind, a great deal of people coming from the north and south is anticipated. A shopping mall will be of good use to the location, since it is just about on the edge of the said bridge. The third is the proposed Horticulture Center of Hobgaban. In some studies, community gardening may address chronic and non-communicable diseases through the provision of opportunities for physical activity, improve human nutrition, and reduce stress. Participation in gardening activities may improve well-being through increased social contact, culturally valued activities, and mitigation of food poverty. The benefits of community gardening are argued to extend beyond the participants themselves through more coherent and cohesive communities, improving physical environments, and the sharing of the products of the labor. Those are the few reasons why projects that involve the community are crucial. Last is the proposed collective housing in Asuncion. The site is known for the industrial enterprises that it houses. Many workers from the said establishments are most of the time from different towns. A collective housing project will ensure the time efficiency of the workers going from the place of work into their homes and will guarantee an uplift in their quality of life that will later on reflect on their workspace.
These are the proposed structures and improvement in the Lower Mariveles. First is a water feature park that will host a public gathering space and park that aims to bring the greenery in the municipality. Considering its location, a commercial establishment as well as institutional is present and therefore engages with a large number of people. Next is a wellness center that aims to promote a better lifestyle for the community with a central design vision of inclusivity and a facility that would welcome every community member. The proposed structure will be located at Barangay Maligaya, Mariveles, Bataan, aiming to serve and aid the needs of the nearby health facility known as the Mariveles District Hospital. A laboratory and research facility is proposed at the FAB Mariveles, Bataan. Introducing an aquaculture, which is the controlled cultivation of aquatic organisms such as fish, mollusks, algae, and other organisms of value such as aquatic plants. This aims to boost the source of income in Barangay Sisiman, Mariveles, Bataan.
This proposal gives opportunity to the community to socialize to others. It is a perfect place to relax and unwind. The community can enjoy the view of the sea and also enjoy the view of the promenade. It is composed of fountains, benches, and beautiful landscapes. They can do jogging or biking in the promenade. It will encourage the tourists to come here in Mariveles, and it is always open for public use. It will show the continuous progress of Mariveles. The museum will showcase the culture and the arts in Mariveles. They can have exhibits of artworks and crafts there. It will help the tourists to learn what is Mariveles known for. Everyone in the community of every barangay in Mariveles can contribute in the exhibits. It will show that the Mariveles is a place of creativity and aesthetics. There is a proposed library in Mariveles. Nowadays, not everyone can have an access to Wi-Fi and having gadgets for their study. It is a great opportunity to provide a library for students to gather their needed researches, especially with the ones who have a modular education system. It will show that the municipality of Mariveles is not just focusing on economic aspects, art, and tourism, but it's also giving attention in our educational needs. It is a proposed fishing port that will serve as a landing site for the fishing boats of Mariveles fishermen. It will help them to have a better preparation of fishes before it will be delivered to the public market. This project will give opportunity to the Mariveles fishing industry to have a great quality of service.
Tourism enhancement. Mariveles is a coastal municipality in the province of Bataan. It is also known as one of the most beautiful places in the province because of its gorgeous beaches and mountains. However, there are some places that need to be developed. The first one is San Carlos River. We propose to renovate the river so that it can be used as a recreational area by adding elevated parks with tables and chairs that will serve as their picnic area to encourage a sense of community spirit among children from a young age as well as to allow various of ages to connect and engage with each other. Did the promenade to enjoy the view of Mariveles. Next are the Five Fingers. We propose adding a cabin that would serve as the rest stop for users who are tired of exploring the area. The Cove development is also considered to attract more tourists in the province by introducing the floating area which will essentially double the ground plane, and lastly a pool for those people who want to chill and enjoy the view of the beach. Next is Mount Tarak. The proposed are the following. First is the view deck, which offers some of the most amazing views in the area. The second is railing for the safety of the users to avoid accident since Mount Tarak is steep. The third is the cabin that will serve as a resting place, and the fourth is the bridge. Next is the proposed redevelopment of Hot Spring by adding rails as a safety measure, landscaping, adding ornamental features, and planting trees and shrubs that will result to a good environmental impact that will help our ecosystem and shed to avoid direct sunlight and lighting for the place to be visible at night. Next is Panoypoy. The following facilities are proposed to bring economic development to Mariveles, Bataan. A view deck to enjoy the view and cultural facility in order to be used in the programming, production, presentation, exhibition of any of the arts and cultural disciplines in the municipality. Next is Mount San Miguel. or lighthouse by preparing the things for the area to be used in recreational, which develop personal development and growth. Activities such as hiking, rappelling, mountain biking can be another exciting activities that can attract and boost tourism. But safety should also prioritize by wearing protective gear such as helmet, protective pads, and other safety gears. Next is the Mattel Beach. We can secure the safety of the users by providing safety rails to avoid accidents and proper zoning of lifeguards to ensure that they can easily respond to the people that are in danger.
For the recommendations and conclusions, the researchers presume that with the proper planning and design, and with the support of the government, positive changes and significant progress can be achieved. The design will help us adapt to urbanization as well as help our community to harness the resources to good use in good manner.
We recommend that the proper ordinance and the application of the National Building Code of the Philippines will be implemented for the safety of the people and the state of the structures. The use of technology will also help benefit the design to progress, as well as the integration of plans that helps the vision to be a reality. This study can be further enhanced, and we are honored that this research can be a great start